Following recent suspensions of William Byron and Alex Bowman, Hendrick Racing may appeal a third suspension. Bowman seems more optimistic than Byron about the situation. The race winner will only be revealed at the end. In today's video, we'll dive deeper into NASCAR. Please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more content. All NASCAR drivers must adhere to a rule book, with the disciplinary board issuing penalties for rule violations. Hendrick Motorsports recently made headlines by using parts from a single manufacturer exclusively. NASCAR penalized the teams collectively by docking points, imposing heavy fines, and suspending several crew chiefs. After appealing the decision, both teams had their points reinstated to their pre-penalty levels. The harshest part of the penalty was removed, which displeased NASCAR officials. Following Sunday's Richmond race, the sport's governing body expressed disagreement with Hendrick Motorsports' successful appeal, which led to a lighter punishment. NASCAR emphasized that no changes to the next-gen car's single-source components would be permitted since the car's introduction last year. Examples include Michael McDowell, Kevin Harvick, and Brad Keselowski, who all faced significant fines last year. Hendrick Motorsports received the first NASCAR L2 penalty after the 2023 Phoenix race. As a result, each crew chief on the 4 teams were suspended for 4 races, and teams and drivers lost 100 regular season points and 10 playoff points. The National Motorsports Appeals Panel made their decision last week. While the $400,000 fine and crew chief suspensions remained, the points were reinstated, making the punishment less severe. Opinions often differ when penalties are reduced. Hendrick Motorsports was satisfied with the panel's decision. HMS Vice Chairman Jeff Gordon told Racer.com, "I don't think the points should have been taken away in the first place." He also mentioned the difficulty in making plans due to uncertainty surrounding the appeal. Despite wishing to recover all penalties, the team was glad the panel agreed with them. As for NASCAR's future, the organization expressed mixed feelings about the panel's decision, stating that while they were happy the panel agreed Hendrick Motorsports had violated rules, they were disappointed that some penalties were not enforced. In this case, we believe a points penalty was a crucial part of the punishment to deter future rule-breaking in the garage. We will continue to monitor and officiate the garage with the utmost accuracy to ensure a fair race for all NASCAR participants and fans. In the aftermath of the Richmond race, NASCAR issued a resolute statement directed at Hendrick Motorsports, showcasing the organization's unwavering commitment to uphold its standards and keep moving forward. As promised, officials took action following Sunday's race, which saw Kyle Larson claim victory. An intriguing twist unfolded when 2 of Larson-Hendrick's teammates, William Byron and Alex Bowman, had their cars transported to the Research and Development Center for a more in-depth inspection. In response to the discovered infractions, NASCAR deducted 60 points and 5 playoff points from each driver, imposed a $75,000 fine on their interim crew chiefs, and suspended them for 2 races. These penalties were made public on April 6th. Both Hendrick Racing teams were served NASCAR violation notices for a number of infractions, including making modifications to specific car parts that NASCAR prohibits. This chain of events has been closely followed by racing enthusiasts and industry insiders alike. With the penalties enforced, many wonder how this will impact the future performance of Hendrick Motorsports and whether they will be able to bounce back from this setback. The team's resilience will undoubtedly be put to the test as they navigate the consequences of these penalties and strive to adhere to NASCAR's stringent regulations. In the meantime, the racing community has been abuzz with discussions, speculations, and opinions on the matter. As NASCAR continues its mission to maintain a level playing field for all teams, it is crucial for competitors to respect the rules and regulations in place. This not only ensures fair competition, but also protects the integrity of the sport. Hendrick Motorsports, for their part, has decided not to appeal the penalties. Instead, they have chosen to concentrate on improving their performance on the racetrack and learning from this experience. This decision has garnered both support and criticism from various quarters, with some applauding the team's acceptance of responsibility, while others argue that they should have fought the penalties. It is worth noting that despite these recent changes, Hendrick Motorsports has had its share of success this season. Kyle Larson's recent victory at Richmond Raceway and the steady performances of teammates Byron and Bowman are testament to the team's determination and skill. As they move forward and address the issues that led to the penalties, fans and fellow competitors alike will be watching to see how the team regroups and rebuilds its reputation. Hendrick Motorsports confirmed on Monday that they will not be appealing the penalties given to the number 24 and 48 teams after the April 2nd race at Richmond Raceway, where the infraction was discovered. They believe focusing on competing every weekend is a better use of their time and resources. The annual fine left Byron frustrated, and he expressed his dissatisfaction during a press conference at Bristol Motor Speedway. NASCAR's Research and Development Center typically examines the winning and runner-up cars, as each vehicle undergoes a thorough inspection before being allowed on the track. NASCAR has the authority to send any car to the R&D Center if they deem it necessary. Many were surprised when NASCAR confiscated 2 Hendrick cars, especially considering an appeals panel had recently overturned points penalties given to Hendrick drivers and teams for a previous error. Byron was displeased with the situation and suggested that all cars could be taken to the R&D Center. He found it difficult to understand the situation and remained content, questioning whether the scrutiny on his and Bowman's cars was just a coincidence. This week's penalty caused Byron's point total to drop significantly, from 4th place down to 14th. He was in 4th place, but after receiving a previous penalty of 100 points, his ranking dropped to 29th. When questioned about how he's coping with the fluctuating points totals due to penalties and appeals, Byron expressed, "I don't have anything positive to say." Despite the high number of infractions committed by his team this season, he didn't view it as a negative reflection on the team. He stressed that they aren't overly concerned about other teams, and their goal for next year is to replicate this year's successful outcomes. On the other hand, Alex Bowman presented a different perspective. Although Bowman has not won a race in 2023, he has consistently placed in the top 10 in every race he has participated in with the number 48 Hendrick Motorsport Chevrolet. Bowman last held 1st place on March 15th. Since then, he has descended to 27th place, climbed back to 1st, and now sits in 7th place, primarily due to NASCAR's penalties. With Hendrick's decision not to appeal, Bowman will begin Sunday's dirt race at Bristol Motor Speedway in Tennessee, fighting to reclaim points he did not lose on the track. During Saturday's event, Bowman stated, "All I do is drive the car. Our team has had the best average performance this year. It's clear that I'm not currently the points leader. However, I can continue my current approach and strive to make gradual progress week after week. Of course, we want to be at the top of the point standings, but that's not our situation right now. We need to keep pushing. We've had an amazing start to the year, and we need to maintain our strong efforts." While teammates Byron and Kyle Larson have won races this season, Bowman has demonstrated remarkable consistency. He hasn't finished lower than 14th place in any race so far, excelling in super speedways, road courses, and super short tracks alike. When asked about his feelings concerning the situation, given that he and his team have faced 2 major setbacks in the past month, Bowman replied, "It's not ideal, right? But honestly, I'm not too bothered. My job is to sit in the driver's seat of the race car and give it my all. I'm in a good mindset because of how well things have gone so far. I've never had such a fantastic start to a season. I'm enjoying every moment of it. I have no regrets. I'm proud of how quickly we bounced back from our mistake, how we stayed united, and how we didn't let it derail us. I sincerely hope that remains true for the rest of the season as well." There are far more positives than negatives for Bowman, the 29-year-old driver. He has stated that he is not especially concerned about the NASCAR fines right now. As long as the team's performance continues to be strong, that's what truly matters. Let's hope that's the case. For more NASCAR news and videos, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share your thoughts in the comments below. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.